Karamat presents gratitude to the hospitality industry. We are providing a platform where experienced leaders share their culinary journey with budding aspirants. A platform where experience meets execution. A platform where we put together collective efforts. A platform with a shared aim, reviving the hospitality industry from the challenges posed by the pandemic. Come, join us on this culinary journey.
कुछ शेफ बॉर्न जीनियस होते हैं, कुछ अपनी मेहनत और लगन से जीनियस बनते हैं, पर इन सारे जीनियस में एक बात कॉमन है, ये खाना बड़ा लाजवाब बनाते हैं, जैसे कोई करामात हो इनके हाथों में।
जी हाँ, ये करामात ही है शेफ के हाथों में।
करामात मास्टर मिक्स फॉर मास्टर शेफ, 100% natural gravies and many more.
Namaskar friends, this is Chef Vinod, and today we have a special guest with us on our conversation on the culinary journey of a very special person who is running a wonderful company in the name of Big Spoon Foods. So we have Chef and Mr. Pujan Thakkar with us, and we have Shwetal Fadiyar with us. So welcome, Mr. Pujan.
Thank you so much, Chef. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me here. And thank you so much for the kind words.
So you started your company 2.5 years back, and after 6 months of having the wonderful start, you had a setback of COVID and lockdowns, and it's continuing since last 1.5 year. And
that has been
during that period, you also were able to launch many more brands into your verticals.
Yeah.
So how did it happen? What was the source of energy that inclined you to create more brands during the lockdown? I believe like those were maybe on the minds during the first 6 months and on papers during lockdown, and you have executed that. So in the last 1.5 year, what do you think? What were the pain points and what were the energizers for you?
Right, great question, Chef. So when we started off Makhani Brothers, and as I said, our home turf, Ahmedabad, so that was something where we were yet to scale, right? So we were pretty much fine-tuning our day-to-day ops, because it was the first brand. Our core team, which was a humble team of 15 people running the kitchen ops, and the 3 founders, we started off as an 18-member team and launched our first brand. 4 months into it, we didn't want to rush it. We didn't want to just open kitchen for the heck of it. So creating the SOPs around it, making sure that the product is fit for the market. We wanted to take it one step at a time, and then 0 to 1. Once we do that, once we know that we have nailed the product and the strategy, then we can go 1 to N in no time. So that was the plan. So 6 months, we set up our first brand and made sure it reaches the wide audience, because again, North Indian cuisine, and no one saw this coming, right? So 6 months, suddenly we get to know that, okay, there is something called COVID. We didn't even know what's...
That's true.
And this is something that, beyond a scale, you cannot... so it's called cloud kitchen, but nonetheless, you need your physical resources to cook and make sure the product reaches, right? So we're like, okay, this is new. This is something that we didn't see coming. And it took a week or so just to absorb the fact that, okay, as much as we focus on the hygiene standards and the overall hygiene standards when it comes to kitchen operations, this actually had to go to the next level when it comes to, say, delivered food packaging. The supply chain was all over the place. So there were times when we, as founders, we used to just go and score our own vegetables and dairies and meat, and wherever we found it, wherever we get our hands on, we thought this is the time when actually people need the food. Fine dines were shutting down. There were properties, restaurants that were struggling, and people needed food. So that was the only thing that actually pushed us that, okay, this is not something that should break us down. At the same time, this is something that is need of the hour, and as many people as we can feed. And that was the time when actually as I said, hygiene. So things like your sanitizers, your wet wipes, the packaging that we highly take pride in our packaging because we have a multi-layered packaging. And I thought we have a product that is fit for the COVID market as well. So why not just deep dive further and focus on how we can use this situation to our advantage. I mean, adversities are everywhere in all business.
Definitely.
But you need to know that this is not something that is going to be permanent. And now we have the vaccinations, we have come a long way from there. Even the second wave was a bit tricky. But yeah, to answer your question, that was a learning curve because starting from the supply chain to manpower resources, so everyone panicked. So there was team who would want to go back to their places, and the entire sustenance day-to-day kitchen ops, that took a hit. But we were lucky enough to see that time through, and the team, as I said, it's extremely critical to have a great team to support you. And the other thing that drove us was the model which focused on revenue per square feet. So we had a kitchen space and we wanted to ensure that as much food as we could produce, we could just go all in. And as I said, a cloud kitchen that has 6 particular brands, right? So it started off with one. So we thought, why not we just use the available kitchen infra space to produce more stuff and reach a wider clientele, because people cannot go out of their houses. So that was the main driving force. So we knew that people are going to stay back home. They have to stay back home. How to make sure that the food reaches them in the best way possible and create a fine dine experience at their place.
How many cities you are operating in at the moment?
So currently, as I said, we are operating in 11 cities, and each of those cities have all of our brands. So a couple of brands that were launched in last quarter, they will eventually be launched. As I said, we have a specific go-to-market strategy model. So we launch our brands in our central kitchens in Ahmedabad, and then we take it from there and we expand. So we started off, as I said, it has been a tier 2 model. So we have been targeting tier 2 cities because we thought that's where the gap is. So a lot of cloud kitchens, a lot of fine dine restaurants are, they have their presence in tier 1 cities, but tier 2 cities like Ahmedabad, Gujarat is known to be a foodie state.
Definitely.
Surat, Baroda. So we started off with Ahmedabad, then we launched Surat, Baroda, we expanded within Gujarat, then we went to Madhya Pradesh, we launched Indore, we launched Jaipur, and now we are targeting West. So we launched Pune with one kitchen. We got a very good response there. Pune is a great foodie city as well. So now we have 3 kitchens in Pune. And now the next phase is going to be South. So we are also targeting Hyderabad in the next 2 weeks now.
So in 10 cities, how many people do you have in your team?
So so we have grown from a team of 15 to a team of 350 people now, including 11 cities. So we have our HQ team as well. So we promote a lot of cross-functional work environment. So basically, we don't have just a kitchen team that works on the menu. We have a data team, data analysts who help us understand what kind of products work better in what market, and we engineer the menu, keeping in mind the local trends, the products that are going, say, well in a particular region in Ahmedabad or Surat would not necessarily do well in, say, a city like Pune. So
yes.
Instead
and
of
food is very market specific and region specific. So I truly believe that a sambar in Chennai would taste different than in Karnataka or in Andhra or Telangana. So, or Kerala maybe. You have 5 different taste profiles of sambar in 5 different states.
Exactly.
So how do you do the deliveries and how do you manage those? So as you rightly said, 250,000 meals. So how do you manage the takeaways and deliveries and the least time so that the food can reach hot, piping hot, and having the same taste and flavor?
Right. So it all starts with the hybrid production model. So we have something called KPT, kitchen prep time, which needs to be in a certain threshold. If we meet, say, a chicken dum biryani, veg dum biryani, we can't expect the customer to wait for 40-50 minutes for that particular order, and then the delivery boy to reach their particular destinations for might take another 20-30 minutes, and you're looking at a 1.5 hour slab. So which was something that we wanted to eliminate, hence the hybrid production model. And our average kitchen prep time is 12 to 16 minutes, be it any cuisine. So that is something where it all starts. So after getting the order, we make sure that it's made in 15 minutes, and we have our listings on food aggregators, all the food delivery platforms, where they fulfill the last mile for us when it comes to delivering the order. And we also have our own logistics team. We have our own application. So
one more question I would like to ask, like, what are your expansion plans, and how do you see your brand in next maybe 1, 2, 3 years once the things are normal?
Right. So as you know, we are a startup. We are a funded equity startup, and we just closed in our pre-series A fundraise, and we are targeting 30 new kitchens across 18 more cities in a span of next 12 months, and 2 more brands to begin with, apart from our 6 brands that already exist. So we're looking at a total of 8 brands in 30 kitchens and 18 cities in a span of next 12 months. So that is the expansion plan.
I think it was a wonderful discussion and a lot of words of wisdom and insights from you, being a chef and being an entrepreneur and a young entrepreneur, I can say, and you have a long road to go. And I think your initiative will help a lot of young people, chefs, and create a lot of job opportunities for them and a better customer experience in terms of food for the people at large. Thank you very much.
Coming from you, and thank you for your time, and it was great to speak with you. Someone who understands product than even better than we do. Like, you have a versatile experience, and I would, want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this with you.
So thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep eating.
Thank you so much, chef.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
कुछ शेफ बॉर्न जीनियस होते हैं, कुछ अपनी मेहनत और लगन से जीनियस बनते हैं, पर इन सारे जीनियस में एक बात कॉमन है, ये खाना बड़ा लाजवाब बनाते हैं, जैसे कोई करामात हो इनके हाथों में।
जी हाँ, ये करामात ही है शेफ के हाथों में।
करामात मास्टर मिक्स फॉर मास्टर शेफ, 100% natural gravies and many more.